Hello everyone, this is Prashant. Welcome to the channel. So today we are going to see how I'm going to teach you Postman first, like how the API testing we're doing in Postman manually, and I'm going to repeat the same thing in the automation using Playwright. Okay, so here I'm going to teach step by step how the Postman works and how to what are the requests we can pass and how to implement similarly from manual testing to automation. Okay, so today I'm going to which API we're going to use, like request rest dot in. Okay, request and response. So when I give enter, so this is the page. So I'm going to the page. So due to cold, my voice was little slower in all the videos which I took last week. So sorry for that. I try to make a little louder voice. Okay. So if you go to the website, in the website you can see all the things like get request. Like suppose if you hit this URL, the base URL, this is the base URL, and this is the path. So when you hit means you will get the response as a 200 and you will get the response body. Okay, and this for list. For single user means you will pass this path and you will get the this response code and this is the response message. Okay, so now got it right how this APIs works. So I'm going to show you in Postman. So for that I'm going to open a Postman and I'm going to take a new, click on new. So in this new I'm going to get a new HTTP request. So if you click on the drop down, you can able to see all the types like get request, post request, put, patch, delete, everything. So today I'm going to teach you the get request. Okay. So because this is the get request, first request. So and as I said earlier, this is the base URL. So I'm copying the base URL. After that, I want to copy this path, like was single or list of users. List of users give all the users. Single user will give a single user. Okay. So I'm copying the single user URL. Okay, and pasting it here. Okay, so you don't need to keep a two slash single slash enough. Okay, so now this is ready. This is the get URL. When I click on get request, see this, the status is 200 and okay response, and this is the response body. Okay, before that we want to understand all the Postman stuff. Okay, this here we want to pass the URL. Suppose if you have any specific header means you want to pass the header in this section. For post request you want to pass the body here. Okay, and this is the response place. If you see, this is the response place. So in this you will get the response message and response code, and in this you will get the response body. Suppose in some companies we will read the response header as well. These are the response headers. Okay, so now I'm going to implement the same thing in the project. Okay, so I'm just copy this URL, going to the code, yesterday's code. Simply yesterday, if you see yesterday's video means please see that yesterday video. I done what are the installation need to be done, how to set up everything. Okay, so in this get request, I'm going to simply change the URL. I didn't do anything, simply change the URL. Okay, then I'm validating the response code. Today I'm going to print everything. Okay, so I'm going to show everything. So response dot, so this is the body, already we took the body. So as was response status, so this will give the status. Okay, here means JSON will give the response status. Okay, and I want what's the header of the response. Okay, and even I'm going to get the, so see this body in comes on JSON. This is the header. JSON will convert the text to the JSON format. Okay, so in the status text. So what is status text means? The message text. I'll show you right. Okay, so okay is the response text. Okay, so now I'm going to hit this API again. See this, it will run. Now you got it right. So okay, that is the first response. Then I'm printing the status code. Okay, status code is 200. First is status code, next is status message, like okay, next is header. This is the header. This entire portion is the header portion. Okay, and the last portion is the body portion. Okay, so now we got it right. How, if you are working as a manual tester, you want to come to automation API, simple, this is the simple methods you want to follow. So you don't need to know the complex coding language. You never need in API testing. API testing is always, it always tells, suppose you feel like Selenium is a little harder, learn first API testing. It is very short and very effective in the market. Okay, so guys, if you know API automation means it's a good skill. Okay, both manual and automation. Okay, so now, so this is the way we want to do the stuff. Okay, and now I'm going to teach you small thing. Okay, so post request. So I'm going to teach you the stuffs really bigger. I mean, going to cover each request types like get, post, put, everything. But this is a introduction video, like how to work on the setup, how to Postman will keep this contents, and how to automate that one. Okay, from the next video I'm going to talk about more on each day one request type, get request, like how to pass the headers, various headers types. Even the main thing is authorization techniques, because that is the main and most toughest thing in AP. Other than authorization, everything is simple. Okay, because that is because this is not common syntax everywhere. But this authorization and authentication technique is the problem of each companies differentiate in this techniques. So that's the problem. Okay, so remember things, everything is nothing a problem. You can follow the same pattern what the video shows exactly, only changing the input. Okay, so now the post request. Post request is something is creating new. So suppose you are creating a new member in the database means. So what is the first steps? I'm going to create a new head request. In this, it's a post request. So base URL is as usual. This is the base URL, and this is the path of the URL. Okay, here I want to pass the body. So body in sense is a JSON format. Okay, understand clearly. This is a JSON format. Okay, I'm going to give a raw. I'm going to paste it. Okay, so this is a JSON format. You want to select. Postman has nowadays become more smarter, so it already selected JSON. Okay, and in the header section, you want to mention what the application type. Okay, so you want to mention like what is your content type. Content type is application JSON, because you are following a JSON format, so you should pass the JSON, because you are sending a JSON format request. So the name is the key and value. Suppose name I'm sending as a Prashant, and job is QA. Okay, so when I click on send button, see this, there is a new user created as a Prashant QA. My ID is 220 and created at this time. Okay, so this is the way the Postman works. So now you understand why we are giving this type, because we are passing such type. Okay, and if you see the response header, here also it mentioned, because you are sending one type. What type? JSON type response, because if you see response is key and value, so this is also JSON. So obviously your header you can able to feel like, yeah, this has JSON type. And status code is 201. I will deeply doing one class for status codes. That time I will teach you what is the use of each status code. But 201 means newly is created successfully. Even you see the status message is what? Created. Okay, it's created. Now I'm going to show the post request. Come, let's go. Okay, so in the code, let's keep this everything as a common. So what is the first thing? First and foremost thing is we need to show the data. Okay, so data just now we saw in the post request, like this is the data. So I'm pasting it. Okay, so like it's formatted. It looks cooler when you look at it. Okay, so this is the data. Okay, and how to send the request already we know. So this is the request type. So this is the request to, we keep like response to, and page request is a post request. Previously we doing a get request. So what is this URL? So we want to pass this URL. Okay, now you can see, sir, we done a thing, it is there. How can I pass in this request? Simply put a data equal to, and this is the this data. Okay, so what will happen? This payload will send this response. Okay, so now for the time being, I'm just copying this entire stuff, pasting it here, I don't want this header because it's making like clumsy, right? So, and all are response to. Cool, right? So here I taught you how to get request was. Here I'm teaching you how the post request works. Like post the URL and you want to pass the data, because post request is creating something new. I'm sending a new data. Okay. So when I'm going to run this command, see this, it's run first time. It provides response. See this 201, and what is the response message? Created. Now after that, this message. How cool, right? So this API automation is always easier, like post request, put request, everything. Okay. So this is the way we are going to see everything in this upcoming videos. And whatever the questions you are facing in API testing, what are the doubts you are facing, what are the real-time issues you are facing, put in a message. Even if I know, I will answer. If I don't know, I will find the answer and I will tell in the next class. Okay. So thanks for watching, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe, or if it is more useful, please join my channel.